Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to more of the Dusty Classic. We're starting things off here in episode number 52, the third round with the Filthy Animalz. Conan there, as you can see, in the beige trousers and the topless, and Billy Kidman in the denim jeans and the white vest top, going up against Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson of the Rock and Roll Express. I don't know which one's which of the Rock and Roll Express, to be honest. I should know by now, but I don't, so we're going to ignore that. Right, anyway, remember, no disqualifications, no countouts, and taking advantage of that straight away, Rock and Roll Express, but it's backfired as Conan gets a hold of the chair. It'd be interesting for both these teams. I think if I'm being like self-absorbed and wanting this to be as good as a competition as possible, I would probably prefer to see the Rock and Roll Express move through. They are a bit more of the historic classical tag team who have won more things. So I would prefer those to go through, to be honest. But, you know, I'm open to anything. We've always said with this game that we do exactly what the game gives us. No matter how bizarre sometimes it is. Pin here by Conan. It's broken up, though. Nice clothesline. Now Conan in the ring. It's 2-on-1 though, because Billy Kidman's left him alone, and this is their opportunity now to turn things around a little bit, while Billy Kidman has got himself a base. Oh, it's a sledgehammer. Gets taken off him though, but Conan now looking for the submission. It's broken up straight away with a drop kick in the spine. And a big knee in the face, and the Filthy Animalz are a bit rocked here now. And of course, you probably would expect the Rock and Roll Express to have the advantage in tag team competition, because they are, of course, very much a very established tag team. They worked together for about 30-odd years. They're still working now, aren't they? We've seen them on AEW over the last couple of years. We've seen them in NWA recently as well. So they're still working a lot, and they've still got it. It surprised me. When I did see them in the ring in AEW, it surprised me just the sort of quality they still had in the ring for their age. It's incredible, really. Nice DDT, middle of the ring. There's the pin. Conan is distracted on the outside. This could be enough for the Rock and Roll Express. It is enough for the Rock and Roll Express. They're through. Wow. They're not getting paid by the hour, are they? They are completely out. And after that DDT, he was not able to get his spine off the pine. And it is a victory for the Rock and Roll Express, who move through to round number 4 of the Dusty Classic, which I'm happy about, like I said. I'd like to see the Rock and Roll Express do well. There you go, there was that big DDT. I think it was actually onto the handle of the sledgehammer as well. And Kidman was pinned, and like I said, he could not get his spine off the pine. And it was enough for the 3 count. Well, there we go. Victory for the Rock and Roll Express. They move through to round number 4, but who will be their opponents? Let's find out. And here we go. The referee's been taking an absolute splattering already. Harlem Heat, Booker T and Stevie Ray up against the Killer Bees, B. Brian Blair and Jumpin' Jim Brunzell. It's B. Brian Blair there on the left, who's currently fighting it against Booker T. And Stevie Ray is currently kicking the back of Jumpin' Jim Brunzell. B. Brian Blair has got a big opportunity coming up, actually, on the first day of our St. George's Day show, which is that today? No, it'll be tomorrow, first day of our St. George's Day. He will be going up against Lance Archer and Pete Dunne for an opportunity at the number 1 contendership to the SWE Championship. I know what you're thinking. Why is one of the Killer Bees getting that? Well, if you remember back to the previous round, B. Brian Blair actually pinned the SWE champion Bret Hart to eliminate the Hart Foundation from this tournament. So, because of that pinfall, we've decided to give him an opportunity to fight for the chance to go one-on-one and try and win the belt. Although it's not going to be easy for him. Like I said, it's a triple threat match alongside Lance Archer and Pete Dunne. Both of those guys are in incredible form at the moment. So, yeah, check that out tomorrow in our first day of the St. George's Day videos. Celebrating British wrestling once again. Wow, just slamming the spine there of Jumpin' Jim Brunzell into the apron. Now sending it back into the ring there by Stevie Ray. Stevie Ray with a boot in the gut and a big boot as well right across the face into the pin. The Killer Bees versus the Rock and Roll Express will be a very interesting match. One that I'm sure must have happened in the past. Must have done. I mean, they're two fantastic tag teams, so surely it must have happened in the past. Big boot in the spine. And there's B. Brian Blair now trying to trade chops with Stevie Ray. It's not really working out too well for him at the moment. I mean, you don't really want to get into a slugfest with the likes of Stevie Ray, do you really? He's a big man. He can really hit you hard. Big uppercut there by Stevie Ray. And at the moment, Stevie's having to go 2-on-1 against both the Killer Bees. And he's actually doing a good job while Booker is down. But Booker now slowly getting back up to his feet. Oh, spinning heel kick. And Stevie looking for the spinning kick as well. But it was caught. And now jumping Jim Brunzell rolls him over into a Boston Crab. Booker hasn't even noticed because Booker's under the ring looking for some weaponry. Booker does finally make it back in, but Stevie Ray used his superior leg strength there to break free from that one. Into the Russian leg sweep. Nice roll through there by Stevie Ray. I must admit, it's very difficult to tell Stevie Ray and Booker T because from behind, they've both got the exact same attire and the exact same hair, so it's quite difficult to spot them difference until you can see their faces. So I'm sure at once or twice I've got them wrong. There's Booker in the ring now with a clothesline on to jumping Jim Brunzell, who's now back up on his feet, and Booker going to go for the axe kick and hits it as well, but oh, hang on a minute, I don't think B. Brian Blair's noticed on the outside. He finally does notice, and it's too late. Harlem Heat make their way through. We're going to have Harlem Heat versus the Rock and Roll Express in round number 4 of the Dusty Classic. Well, there we freaking go. Victory for Harlem Heat and victory for the Rock and Roll Express. And yet they move through to episode's that going to be? That's going to be episode number 58. Will be round 4. So we've only got 4 more episodes, or 6 more episodes until we get to that. Shows we're actually getting closer now. Teams are actually being eliminated. It's been a long tournament, but we're slowly getting towards the end, aren't we? Anyway, if you have enjoyed this one, hit the like, subscribe, all the other good stuff, and I will see you again tomorrow for our next 2 matches. We've got Roppongi 3K, Yo and Sho going up against Gallus, who is Joe and Mark Kofi. And we have got the Freebirds going up against the Gorillas of Destiny. So we're not far away at all now from getting towards the end of our tournament and crowning our inaugural SWE Tag Team Champions. Good night, God bless, all the other good stuff, and I will see you again tomorrow for some more of the Dusty Classic. And also don't forget to check out a new video I'll be uploading tonight for SWE as well, which will be SWE Ratings War. We'll give an opportunity for people to fight other ones around them in the rankings to steal the points and go above them. Good night, God bless, all the other good stuff, and I'll see you next time. I've said that 4 times now.